Hi, welcome to Sage Blue Tarot. Today is June 8th, 2021. I'm going to go ahead and start the collective reading using tarot. Thank you for being here, and let's get started. I'm going to start off by asking, what does collective need to know today? What does collective need to know today? We have the Nine of Cups upright. To me, this card is about, it's known as the wish card. So it's about pretty much your ability to manifest and attract that which is for your highest good at this point in time. And I feel like the best way to go about it is to go ahead and just luxuriate in what it means to be you. Do the things that you enjoy and just really step into your power in that way, right? Feed yourself the right things, take a bath, take a nice shower, go for a walk, really do whatever feels right. Slow down, go out in nature, write in your journal, make some art. I feel like whenever we start to do these creative things and start to just feed our hearts and nurture our spirit in that way, more comes to us because we're appreciating what we have right now. I'm seeing the Two of Wands reversed, so a lot of self-reflection. I'm kind of seeing that maybe you have some ideas about yourself that need to be removed at this time. I'm seeing the Star reversed, so I feel like you kind of maybe feel like you should be somewhere else, but you're not. And I'm kind of sensing like this struggle with the self right now because the Two of Wands is reversed and the Star is reversed. But I'm seeing that overall you can overcome this by just slowing down and really taking time to be yourself with yourself, right? Doing the things that you enjoy, doing the things that bring you happiness. Because I kind of feel like maybe you've set some goals for yourself that you didn't quite achieve or you haven't achieved yet. And I'm kind of sensing this like self-berating a little bit. But that's kind of like in the back of your mind, right? I'm seeing the Four of Pentacles upright. So I feel like a lot of new foundations are being laid down. And a lot of restructuring is happening. And I feel like it's having to do with a lot of the recent shifts that you've been doing, with a lot of changes that have already happened. I'm seeing the Nine of Wands reversed. So I'm seeing that you're going to be feeling a lot calmer in regards to your stability because you've worked on your boundaries, right? I kind of can sense that. Just go back and fortify them. Remind yourself of your boundaries in order for you to just fully enjoy yourself, right? I'm kind of sensing that because so many changes have happened, you're maybe questioning your foundation. You're questioning if you're doing the right thing, if you're making the right decisions, if you're taking the right steps, if you should be doing more. And I'm seeing the Tower upright. So with this card, I'm seeing that it's important to tune into yourself and do what the Nine of Cups energy is telling you, right? It's like trust yourself, love yourself, and know that you have everything right now to be present, to love on yourself, to be grateful, right? I'm sensing that gratitude is going to go a long way right now because the Tower upright to me is showing that changes are still happening, right? Changes, maybe a recent change is still affecting you right now. And I'm kind of sensing this feeling of wanting to go back to that moment and wanting to change something. But I feel like because we can't do that, it's just important to be grateful and to appreciate what you have, where you are, who is around you, in order to more ground into this new reality, right? This new stage of your life, which is a lot of that Four of Pentacles energy. On the back, I'm seeing the Knight of Wands. So right now I'm seeing that you have all of the energy required to take yourself to the next level, but it's just going to require being right here, right now, right? But I feel like a lot of passions are coming up, a lot of insights about what you're actually into, which requires a removal of things that you've been doing that haven't been bringing you happiness, right? I feel like that's what the Tower card is about. And because I see the Tower card opposite the Nine of Cups card, and in the middle I see the Knight of Wands card, I'm seeing that there's just this movement away from this sense of instability, right? Because most of the cards I feel like are reversed. This moving away from instability to stability through gratitude and through this grounding into your new foundations, right? I feel like that's what it's going to bring you. That's what's going to bring you more peace at this time. Yeah. And on the back, I am seeing the Ace of Wands reversed, right? So definitely feed your fire within yourself, right? Because this is a powerful card and I sense a lot of fire energy. Be sure to nurture yourself, right? Be sure to use this fire to transform all that you no longer want in your life in order to make space for that which you do, right? And I feel like just be sure that what you're doing is in line with who you truly are, right? Be sure to just check your boundaries, check what you're doing, check what you've left behind, check where you're going, and check up on yourself, right? Have a conversation with yourself if you're doing the right thing, and ask yourself what you need right now. What will truly make you happy? And even if it's something outlandish that you haven't done before, or it's just this idea that you are kind of afraid to step into, try it, right? Try something new to get you out of this sense of instability that I'm feeling right now. Because right now you have everything that you need to be where you are right now. So I'm going to thank this deck. Thank you. And now I'm going to pull from the Angelarium. So that's kind of funny. Angelarium Oracle of Emanations deck. I'm going to ask, what does collective need to know today? What does collective need to know today? Chokma, right eye wisdom. So I feel like when you take the time to love on yourself and to really give yourself what you need, what actually makes you feel good, and just have the bravery to be the Knight of Wands energy. You know, it's this brilliant knight on fire, going for what he wants, passionate about it, high energy. I feel like when you do these things, you're going to be getting a lot of wisdom and insight, right? A lot of guidance in this new journey. I'm seeing Astabus, Angel of Divination. So know that answers and signs and symbolism is all around you, right? So if you're going on a walk and you see a specific animal or a specific flower and it catches your attention, or something in the sky catches your attention, focus on it, right? Bring mindfulness to this present moment in order to be in tune with the universe and what it's saying to you, right? Because times are always changing, and the Tower card came up, which means that change has happened recently, or it's going to happen, or it's happening right now. So through change, the best way we can go about it is to tune in, ground down on ourselves, within ourselves, and have this peace of mind and stability that can be gathered by paying attention to where you are, right? You are never disconnected from anything else, right? No matter how you might be feeling that, because the Two of Wands reverse came up, and know that you can get guidance by practicing divination, right? Whatever you feel guided to look into, do that, whether it be tarot or oracle, whether it be scrying or using a mirror, or just maybe, what is it, like candle work, like staring into flame. Do things that you are already interested in, or that you already do, that you're called to do, in order to get insight and guidance and wisdom, right? Wisdom about where you are and why things are happening the way they're happening right now. I'm sensing that you're kind of questioning, like, why is this happening? Like, I worked so hard, and like I don't deserve this, and like I don't, and I kind of am sensing that that is spiking this sense of taking you away from the present moment. And that's why it's so important to be the Nine of Cups energy and to ground down in what you already have, right? You already have this bounty of beauty, right? That not many people have. Like, you are gifted with the life that you have right now. And I feel like sometimes it's hard to see that when changes are happening and we feel disrupted, right? So we have this wisdom. It's just about making space for it through gratitude, through being present and paying attention to the signs and symbolism in our lives. Is Raphael, Angel of Song. So I'm seeing endings happening. I'm seeing that a lot of maybe relationships or behaviors, habits, just things that you know need to go are going to be tumbling down with the tower, right? But know that with any tumble, you can get back up. You can go ahead and use this energy within you, right? This fire within you, because that Ace of Wands reversed or upright is symbolizing the fire within you, right? Like, you can do anything. You can get through this point in time, and know that you're not alone. Know that you're not alone. Tap into your connectedness to get wisdom, to get insight, to go ahead and navigate these endings, right? And to be reminded of how this is making space for beginnings, no matter how painful it might feel, right? And just grounding down into gratitude and what you have right now, I think is going to be a big key for that. Shatatiel, Angel of Silence, is on the back. To me, this card is about meditating. Take some time to just be mindful, right? Turn off the music, sit there, wherever's comfortable, and just really notice, right? And this to me is also connected to the Ace of Divination, Angel of Divination card. Whenever we sit in silence, we bring a momentous presence of our being into the space of where we are, right? When we're no longer carried away by anything else and we're here right now in silence, the observer, we get to really sense our own presence and how it affects the world around us. And in that way we can feel connected, and in that way we can notice things that we wouldn't have noticed before. There is power in silence. So I'm going to thank this deck. Thank you. And now I'm going to pull from the Trust Your Vibes Oracle deck, asking, what does collective need to know today? What does collective need to know today? Woo woo is wonderful. So with this card, it reminds me of the Ace of Divination, Angel of Divination card. Know that no matter what others might think about you in this spiritual journey and how you're grounding now and how you're staying tuned to the signs in the sky and the symbolism of the animals and plants that you see and what catches your attention, know that that is your superpower. Know that the more you trust this side of you, the more you connect to your authentic self, and the more you attract others that are meant to be in your life for your highest good and for their highest good and for the highest good of all. Know that when you get into this realm, you are going to be receiving a lot more answers, a lot more wisdom. And I would say it's important to just remember that you have the power to be whoever you want to be, right? And to follow your heart is really important at this time, because your heart does know the way, right? Sometimes we can feel lost or in pain or even feel heartaches or just have a lot of things going on, right? We're human beings. I feel like that's kind of the name of the game. And when we really ground down into this power of ourselves, of spirituality and energy around us, the energy within us and what we're exuding and manifesting and attracting, and we can do so much. So just remember that. I'm going to look for what it says in the booklet. Woo woo is wonderful. If you want to experience the joy of sixth sensory living, you must completely accept your psychic sense as natural and necessary to living a divinely guided life. Better yet, make it your first sense in terms of value to you. See it as the most glorious part of you, a reflection of your divine nature. Birds have radar, whales have sonar, you have vibes. It's the divine plan. In feeling and trusting your vibes, it's important to realize that this heart-based sense is actually the universe knocking at your door, trying to make your life easier, more successful, and more delightful. Accept that you are a fully operating, divinely guided, sixth sensory being who is getting into the flow of higher vibrations, and simply enjoy the life of synchronicity and blessings, of wonder and beauty that it brings. Let your mantra be, woo woo is where it's at for me. So tap into your vibes, tap into your energy. That is your superpower. That's our superpower as human beings. Be flexible. With this card, just be okay with making the adjustments necessary for your life. Be okay with taking things away, adding things in, seeing if things work. And don't be afraid to make changes, right? Don't think, oh, I started this and I have to finish it. If it doesn't feel right, if your vibes say, I don't like this, it doesn't work for me, it's not aligned with who I am and who I'm becoming and what I'm doing right now, like what I want to do, don't be afraid to change it up. Be flexible with yourself. This could also mean maybe get a different eating schedule, sleeping schedule, get a different anything, right? With the Tower card, I feel like anything is possible, right? And it's important to adapt to any changes and to not be so rigid with ourselves. Allow for our vibes to guide us and to show us the way. Clear the path. So get rid of anything in your life that does not work for you, that you know hasn't worked for you. This could mean physical things, things in your home, in your space that you keep seeing and that kind of bring you down, but you keep keeping because you think, well, I might use it one day, or it cost me so much money, or it reminds me of this, or I need to move this away from you, right? Give it away, sell it, do something with it, because that kind of energy that has this stagnancy to it is taking up space where newness could be coming in, right? So I suggest going throughout your home today and allowing for your vibes to guide you, right? Go for a walk throughout your space and see how it feels to walk in your space. If something doesn't feel right, hold it, analyze it, study it. If it's time for it to be removed and you still kind of want to keep it because of the memory, take a photo of it and then remove it, right? And then see how that feels. The more you do this, the more you make space for this freedom of being yourself, right? Because you're learning to trust yourself. And I feel like that's going to be a really good way to practice using your vibes. On the back, I'm seeing the take your time card. So don't feel like you have to do this all immediately, like you have to do these changes right away. Don't feel like there's not enough time, right? I'm kind of sensing that, this sense of urgency, because the Knight of Wands is also about like going, energy and going, but be flexible with yourself, right? Take your time when you want to take your time. Take your time when it feels right. And I feel like that's important if you're going to be trusting your vibes a lot more. When we slow down and really take in the present moment, we can see more and we can understand more, right? And Shatatiel came up, the angel of silence, Ace angel of divination. I feel like a lot of signs are being shown that it's important to just slow down, to really ground down into our power, into our psychic senses, into this energy that we can feel around us, right? And we can't really do that if we have such a rigid structure, right? If we have a to-do list, if we keep doing things that we don't want to do, if we're in a rush. It's important to just take your time with living your life, right? In order to get more insight. So I'm going to thank that deck, and I'm going to thank you as well for showing up today, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hi, so now we're going to go ahead and move into the distance Reiki portion of the episode. I suggest laying or sitting in a comfortable position, but that is not necessary. Just be open to receiving Reiki healing energy. I suggest setting your own intention for the Reiki, or just allowing my intention to take place, which is always for your highest good. I'm going to go ahead and take 3 deep breaths with you. Let's go ahead and inhale, hold, and exhale. Again, inhale, hold, and exhale. And inhale, hold, and exhale. I will now begin sending Reiki. When you are ready, start to come back into your body and open your eyes. Welcome back. Thank you so much for showing up today. And I suggest drinking water since a lot of energy is moved during Reiki sessions. And I will see you in our next episode. Thank you and